So you know the vibes, it's the beat down. The time is 8 p.m. It's time for you to relax. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music videos that I got for you.
Moving no direction, like it's a calling. And alive in the middle of nowhere. Shake the ground and burn the air. So yeah, yeah. You don't have to hold back for anything or anyone. Just on this.
Sengiyumsombuluko mbukeli sengisosikhathi Libhola Eswatini sengisoke lapho lesikhathi lapho silala khona sibuke ukuthi ngabe iweekend ihambe kanjani kwendekeni kuphi nakuphi kama la ngiphathisa umsebenzi ngabe ngihleli nawe for the next hour lapho sizabe sibuka khona letho tindzaba lapho leyo midlalo ukuthi kwendekeni enhlangano kwendekeni khona emavuso kwendekephi konke lapho ekudlala khona imidlalo yelibhola la Eswatini lempela somfusi sikuphatheleke lawo ma visuals lapho kuleyo midlalo lesihambe safinyelela kuyo tawate ngibona ukuthi kulamalanga Premier League imidlalo seyidlalisa ilanga linye yonke so siyezama ukufika lapha nalapha sikhona cosha lokho sitobuya sikutshengise phela njalo ku bangakakhona kufika le etinkundleni temidlalo siye ukuthi thineke nakho ngoba phela ngeke ubuke lonke ama games at the same time siye sikuthatheleke nalapho ungakhona khona kepha ke nasikhathi sakho lapho khona utawukhona ukuthi ubone ukuthi kuhambe kanjani ngilo ke leli hour letako lapho sizabe sidingitsa khona lena ndzaba njalo iPremier League I cannot remember lapho khona iPremier League be interesting like this before lokusho ukuthi this season we are really being served a proper football. You're talking of the top 4, you're talking of a relegation proper football adlaleleke ama games over the past weekend lapho khona bekunemidlalo lemkhulu sibili njalo ku le pass bottom 4 kunema games akhona nakhona la bekadlala lebekamnanzi sibili top 4 nakhona because top 4 wonke mvusa ngayiwina ileague khona ama games bekadlala bashana bothwana nale ngepass kushana bothwana kulamanye imidlalo sizabe siyibuka yonke lemidlalo lendekile ukuthi ngabe ihambe kanjani and of course angihambi ngethwana ngeke ke ngayikhuluma ngethwana because mangikhuluma ngethwana ngicala ungibude ukuthi hawu wena so ikhuluma ngethwana ufike nini le wafika nini le lijale likhona kokugwenda lokho lengilatiko kuye kube ngilinda Master Dlamini bese ngivele ngihamba naye la e-studio lokutaba nguyelo tabe angichazela ukuthi lokho sokwendeka kaso sekhambe kushona lokho kwendeka so kushona ukhumbule ke mbukeli ukuthi last week wasithembisa ukuthi after le round le idlalile utasitshela ukuthi who's taking the league, who's getting relegated. Linda Master Dlamini, welcome to the show.
Ngiyabonga phathizo ukumukela ehlelweni lakho ngekuthuba lokukhulu mvuselo namalelo viewers bathanzi betemidlalo siyati lokuthi njoba usho ukuthi bese kumadima kakhulu kusele 3 games kuphela kodwa kulo 3
points
9 points loyo and it's very difficult ukuthi omangfola ama teams. In fact it's impossible ukuthi omangfola ama teams lala phetulo lafuna yona ePremier League ukuthi angamthola 9 points because asetodlala odd so impossible ukuthi 9 points bangamthola. So ngicaba ukuthi njoba usho ukuthi this is one of the best ever. The last time bekuna 2 teams when Green Mamba won the league last minute I remember ukuthi even Nelishege lishege lema layo laba abayinako bebangadi ukuthi bataba kasomhlolo babe semavuso Green Mamba beyidlala nayo imhlume Peacemakers kasomhlolo but inyalo ngicabanga ukuthi inyalo seku 4 teams lesagcina lapho it was about 1993 yes when Denver Sundowns won the league
6 teams lapho bekane chance
ukuwina lebe ne chance ukuthi bangawina league so ngicabanga ukuthi
wayewina nge-goal difference
in fact Denver Sundowns kwasekuthi Swallows then Swallows won it the next year yes so ngicabanga ukuthi even this year sispoil kakhulu for teams.
On top of that quality football you're talking of quality players as we take a look my results lendekile master kutshengisa ukuthi the quality we're talking about the competitiveness of the league ayikho lakithi emlonyeni kuphela even ama results ayasho ukuthi this week ukhanza look at Tambuti beating Denver Sundowns master Tambuti ihlelele past the whole season so lele but once and again uvuthi sayishaya umuntu lo ngetulu kunayo kubudlapha nje
I think Partizan obuka indlela iThambuthi lebeyisolo idlala ngayo bengadlali ibhola lembi nangayibeka kanjalo and ke sebabuyise ama legends because Lamulo Sportlazwane is a legend yena King Clay Mdluli is a legend so ngicabanga ukuthi bona bobabili bakhona lokusebenzisana balitholele i results against Denver Sundowns this for Denver Sundowns Tinva atibahambeli kahle atibahambeli nezinani kahle.
Yeah, I think Sabalu's game is 4. Yeah, since the last point about Tola was against Royal Leopard. But for 1 point.
But for 1 point, but draw.
Yes. Logo, there's a column sheet. Yeah, I can't believe.
But there are Monen Pirates, but Joy Tambut, but Joy Swallows. So Tinvo Villet Bahambili ending Kabaguti. Akuseveki Tinvo kahle ku coach Masoja and team yashemen likumele ukuthi ngabe ilida by example
yeah but utawuva ukuthi akusithi team yashemen kuphela le-structure shawo team yonke yale executive this time around ngasima executive team bafuna ukukhambela kahle you got Tinyosi versus Kelly just to make a correction lapha Kelly actually won 2-1 I think it was a type of somewhere but Kelly's 1-1 after Tinyosi correct kala continuous not to play take opposition then
yes nobuka ukuthi i-team lebe ne pressure Tinyosi bedidlala under pressure kule game le ithabankulu Kelly ngisho ukuthi say safe ku relegation after le win ya Tinyosi
no they're not even talking about relegation
vele nje inzaba ye relegation abayikhuluma yes in fact next season vele ushilo coach Nuru ukuthi bafuna i-top 4 so ungabona ukuthi ngendlela labadlala ngayo and kuthola le result lena ngicaba ukuthi still yababooster labadlali but for Tinyosi again ngawuphinza amagama ngiwasho ukuthi kuluza kulesigaba lesi kuyodliwa ithabankulu Kellis ucorrect qala uhlule kubuya umaintain umanage igame ngicabanga ukuthi ngiko lo kubashako kakhulu kudzinga ukuthi bakhona babuye bamanage igame bathi ukuthi igame uyikhile kanjani how to kill igame how to force igame ukuthi ithabankulu Kellis ingakhona ukuthi ifike half yena ngihlale ngisho ukuthi ngiyamthanza Diego Simeone because nakade ukuthi sodlala ku semi final uyathi ukuthi I have to defend ngente show ukuthi ema opponents awathola ama shot on target nabo ke labo coach labo coach Tinyosi nje kumele ukuthi ende kanjalo kule game ethabankulu
more especially makade ukuthi agame kahle kulokho yena kulok position yena siqhubeka sibukela amanye imphumela ukuthi ngabe ihambe kanjani leyo leyadlala njalo ko Rangers we have visuals Moneni we have visuals we talk about them when we showing the visuals if we keep going as well because kunaleminye imidlalo master leyadlala kufaka cutscene yona imidlalo ye Green Mamba leya nidrawene Sibets they brought back Gcina
yes
leba ngonene
in fact last season beka ku Sibets
wahamba wayishisa Sibets aya kumonene timfutanga waqala kahle timfutanga ahambi kahle towards the end of his tenure go imonene wabila ku Sibets uyafika ubuyile ne point this time around against Green Mamba lenayo very inconsistent team mawubuka kundlela labadlale ngayo
yes Green Mamba beya kuluza against Monen Pirates then badlala neSibets bathola 1 point bamshaya lelo goal yes against Monen even balishaya lelo goal kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi le team ye Green Mamba nawubuka the players labanabo because usenabo umcolisi Mkhonto usenabo bomusa bobani banele Mdluli bojavi basesekhona so ngicabanga ukuthi le team on paper
they should be
exactly,
kule
but
Pole
again
sikhuluma ngayo.
ngeke sikhohle lo ukuthi coach Ernest uyijoine late le team bekusolo kunaye Dumisani Makhanya lo icalile nabo le season, but ukuthola i-results against Sibet for Sibet ngicabanga ukuthi nabo ngibo labathole a positive result because gcina yes uyaqala kuba coach this season. Ngicabanga ukuthi it's a good result for them, but they have a reason ukuthi bambuyiseleni. Ngihlale ngisho ke mina ukuthi this team yesibet idzinga that person lot afika ashintshe le dressing room, tafike abanike abamotivate athi that winning mentality ayifake kulabadlali. Ngicabanga ukuthi I want to believe ukuthi bambuyisele lokugcina because yena Christian Twala yes a good coach but
Okay coach.
yeah, is a an okay coach. Not so good coach. Lota figure ashintshe leyo dressing room.
Afika
winele something.
Yeah, okay. We move on to Manzini Wanderers bedlala nayo Milling Master. Just kumele singene kulanka lama visuals sitshengise babukele ukuthi ngani singabe sesiyabadotsha singabaphila amakhulu. Manzini Wanderers neMilling Master, iManzini Wanderers ithola point, Milling rather ithola point because ngiyole ku in a bad position.
Yeah.
Mabo ku lock position.
For Milling Spurs ngicabanga ukuthi nabo it's a 1 point gained kuthola point against Manzini Wanderers because Manzini Wanderers yes last weekend abakhona ukuthi mhlambe badlala ngalendlela Manzini Wanderers lebe for the past 5-6 games lebe seyiqalile idlala ngayo, but for me this result ivuma yona Milling Spurs yes bekuyimanzini derby because
played in
Bavani
story for another day.
But I think i-results ivuma yona Milling Spurs.
Yeah. Right now master njalo kusesibukele ke lawo results elabe kadlala khona kuyo lena phela sombo lesuka kuye sanga khona kufinyelela ku. Now we're going to go back to Emma games lesikhonile master ukuthi with our cameras sambe sifike sitaqala khona lapha eMavuso. Was it 4-4 versus Maneni Pirates? Lapho khona
Maneni Pirates.
Yeah, very interesting game. Looking at Maneni the winning record yabo better le game lena ba win what 2 in a row.
Yeah,
bashaya Green Mamba very inconsistent bashaya
Denver imanzini derby.
Yeah. And bafika bayadlala neVovo bayawina. You know what's common about the scoreline? 2-1 Maneni just scores 2 goals. Which went down when
2-1
Kuthi wendano nabangenelana. They're just gonna score 2 goals and secure the game. But let's take a look at the highlights sibone ukuthi ngabe badlala kanjani kulo mdlalo or they deserving winners ngoma kwaba nje ngaleyo nhlanhla ya 2 goals.
With the National First Division calling, teams whose head is on the chopping block are forever out playing for survival, and that was evident when Vovovo hosted Maneni Pirates at the Mavuso Sports Center. In a surprising start, Sibusiso Twala reacted the quickest to equalize for Vovovo. On a red-hot form, Vovovo were throwing numbers up front. Simanga came close for the host, his header just wide off the mark. The second stanza saw Vovovo creating their first chance at goal. The Mochane-based team were creating chances but failing to turn them into goal. Pirates' first chance came deep into the half, their lone effort not quite threatening. That created a much-needed confidence booster as they produced a great attempt at goal. Pirates were seeing much of the ball. Goals were their only letdown. Nkolisi produced a brilliant save to deny Sibonelo Smelane. Minutes later, Smelane was not to be denied, giving Moneni a much-deserved advantage. Pirates were not slowing down and continued testing the keeper from a distance. Mbongeni Makakula came closer to extending Pirates' lead, his attempt off the mark. Tamuzi was sent for an early shower after his reckless tackle on Mpumuzo Sangweni. Tabete was called to action soon after. That's all the action we'll see on the day, with Pirates walking away the winners.
Beautiful win for Moneni Pirates. And the game was beautiful from what we sing. That last tackle, Pagoyo Aristo, tackle Shakona, well, it was a very dangerous tackle. But before we get to that, Master, let's take a look. The feel of the game, you were there at the stadium, you saw everything what's happening, and both teams, Maubuga from last corner, have a chance la match.
Both teams adlala kahle parties, more especially yona iVovovo. Idlala kahle le game, more especially second half. Yes, Moneni Pirates scored 2, but Vovovo played well. Buka la chance la they created my chances. I blame the goalkeeper goal because for a goalkeeper it's easy. Punch the ball away from the danger area.
Was it that strong? What's it punch, Master?
Okay, yes.
The reaction.
In fact, la papas, lo tipambe la papas, yakwenda kubel khulu, but ke move the ball away from the danger area. You can't punch it ball ikube kibe la 6 area box. No. But nje Vovovo they created so many chances. Bekubukakala ngathi ngibo. In fact, parties it's easy. Textbook head. La iqhamuka khona le ball ngimixa khona. Ungayi redirect. La iqhamuka khona ngihambisa khona. It's very difficult for a goalkeeper ukuthi ayisave. Look at that.
Come on.
Uyisapentasi.
Yeah, because already the pace yelena
ungayihambisi la ball. Ngeke uze ukhone lokuyitsinza kahle. Hambisa le endla le.
Just make it full contact, man.
La ibuya khona nje, that's a textbook header. Ngicabanga ukuthi njoba ngisho ukuthi iVovovo yawathola ama chances yawa creator, but bengakhona ukuthi ithole ama goal. iMoneni Pirates second half iyazama ukuthi nayo ibuye egemini yawathola ama chances, but ngicabanga ukuthi iVovovo yatendela phasi kule game lena because yona ithola ama chances lamaningi than iMoneni Pirates. And iMoneni Pirates on the day Mbendulo Thomo ku midfield ngekho so unga understand ukuthi why iVovovo beyitendela nje la khathi midfield iwa creator lawo ma chances
nangapho safa lapha ngibani usibusise lo phose afa lapha, but they had their chances. Master, you looking at the movement, you looking at the shot, poor finishing, I can say, but
decision making because la ma chances lawo parties just target the far post, ground shot, far post, anything can happen because if goalkeeper akona kuyiseva iyabuya ibiya la khathi eniyacecela nini.
Look at that. But the defending go for umdlali uheda njani boxing etfana kaso, and it didn't take long ukuthi kubakhanzele emfule ngikhuluma ngayo.
Yes, ukhuluma nge-poor defending, and now ukhuluma Partizan ngicaba ukuthi kule game le kakhulu now ubuka le ndlela iMoneni Pirates beyiwafaka la macross inayita ngala le cross, then wrong number one, avoid the cross. The space between the one who's crossing the ball and the defending player is kakhulu, yabona. That's number one. Number two,
please hold it there.
Yes. Hold it right there. Number two, iyahamba le bola iyangale ngenhlangale. All the players eVovovo, all the players 1 2 3 4 5 6 bayenyuka bangale ngenhla uyabona abafuthi balandzela le bhola kanzi kunemidlalo khona la ekhatse boxing
just 11 uyambona lo mdlalo nanga uthi naye
uyabona uyarelaxa boka uyahamba nje ekhatse boxing instead of ukuthi aphike umumvu wakhe uyahamba ekhatse boxing kanti imvo leto longakacathi ukuthi utende utinakhuze lotho uyivikela nebhola that number 19 wevovovo ushona phasi uyayidefenda ekhatse boxing uyivikela ini ball
what kind of a defender is that one
uyivikela ini ball head the ball away from the danger area
I didn't see that one
so all the nakhuza the defending nje yayo ivovovo and you understand that because lapha bo mover coach Caleb akhala nge defending yayo ivovovo on the day
but for Caleb known ngokuba defensive for his team to defend like that master
I think that's
disappointing
kakhulu phathizwe kakhulu
because Caleb usiyamathi ukuthi uqala kusebenza ku defense and then aye embini but
in fact the goalkeeper bonke nje labantu because look at the goalkeeper ucabanga kujika enhla i-calculation yamshaya uyabuya so nakathi to cover ibhali lakhe ukhanzise kulate so ngicabanga
out of position vele
kakhulu out of position so yonke le defense yayo ivovovo kuleli goal lena i-at fault
yabona what makes it worse ngilo
lovika uvika ibhola
udefender uma clearish uyayivika uvikela abantu disappointing but then the action bese yoniwa lobunanzi bale game yoniwa this moment master
Aristo
straight red kube kuyinteka ngawo umnika 2 ama straight red
in fact kule game lena phathizwe besides this Aristo had a good game
why
and la waba carried away because abesa dribble about 3 of players and nakaluza le bhola I don't know ukuthi kufika engcondweni yakhe that's a career ending tackle career ending tackle
akandanga iconduct
in fact iDC bekumele ukuthi i-review le incident lena imsuspend for the rest of the season yena Aristo because that's a career ending tackle kamele ukuthi ungabudlala kanje and lokwenda ukuthi iyona iMonene Pirates bese seyithola ama chance ukuthi ichubeke attack yona ivovovo because Aristo plays number 5 so uyacabanga kwena sekuphume your best defender
kutuka le defense
lebe ivele ibed so ngake iMonene yagcina iwinile le game le 2-1
Monene very good win for them and but ibeka position lenhle ukuthi makunywa nge-relegation bangasayingenza we-relegation bona sele bakhuluma ngenza we-consolidator and see ukuthi if they get the next 9 points angababeka phi in terms of i-lock position teams though lewona i-relegation mawukhuluma usukukhuluma ngawo ngco just stop cutting corners and going around the bush uye nje straight go mawukhuluma nge-relegation ukhuluma nge-Orlando Chiefs ukhuluma nge-Rangers bebathole neke lawo ama team lanko enhlangano asesibuke ukuthi ngabe umdlalo wahamba kanjani sitawubuya sikuhlatiyeka abantu.
If you think things are cold at the top, then clearly you have not seen how cold things can be at the bottom as teams look to collect all points in a bid to see top-flight football next season. Rangers hosted Malandi in a battle for survival at the King Sopuza II Memorial Stadium. The team from Peaks Peak looked to have mastered the formula for survival in previous seasons. They find themselves in a familiar territory once again. The only difference this time around is that 4 teams are facing the X, making it more harder for them. Rangers had their first real chance at goal 5 minutes into the half. Spamandla Mabuza missed out on an opportunity to put the host in front. It was all Rangers in the opening stages with the keeper called to action. Malandi had a couple of long-range attempts but were not troubling at all. Mzwani Lepembe benefited from a well-whipped-in cross, making no mistake, putting Rangers ahead. Malandi thought they had equalized. Their goal ruled offside. For the second time this season, Spoko was given the marching orders. By now, he's used to watching the match from the stands. Rangers were the quickest to get on the scoreboard, courtesy of Sandile Phala at the restart of the second half. Trading by 2 goals, Malandi had to pull a rabbit out of the hat and clear-cut chances were not forthcoming. Malandi's attempt was too soft for the keeper, their body language not on survival mode. Commander Lulu came close to extending the host lead. Thokozani Kanyile got a much-needed goal for Malandi. With time not on their side, Malandi were in search of an equalizer, but the keeper was not having it at all. Rangers held on to take all 3 points, sinking Malandi deep into the relegation zone.
Rangers carrying maximum points there, master. For them, they mean a lot. More especially about some flaba computer nine lots, Mabapaga Mabon, shows quite a low slack.
A big win for Rangers. Big, very, very big win for Rangers. With Bangasha, Malandi Chiefs, Libya would run number 1 Highlanders. But for Malandi Chiefs in Kabanti, the result, but then the pass bona will kala warm up, abaga proper warm up, abaitola, abaga warm up, ungabona leti tombo, namatiba, nabangena lapa a cut ground in la, bebana about 2 minutes, bebana about 2 minutes bangeni lap, basaba puma baba. Basiseng dressing rooms and kule game lena na coach Raymond wafika nge half time so itonga letinvo
so master just in short kunesikhathi lapho khona I think a good 20-25 minutes lapho Malandi khona yadlala igame without coach
so aside ukuthi you want to avoid relegation but kunetinvo letsendeka kanje ngicaba ukuthi itonke letinvo leto ti resulta kuko lokho but ke despite logo goalkeeper Xolani should have done better kule chance le yes cross yangena ekhatse boxini leli sihlale sikhuluma ngako the goalkeepers do the right thing punch the ball away from the danger area because if iqhamuka kanje uyibuyiselani la mbe kwakho why uyibuyise mbe kwakho so ngicabanga ukuthi i-Rangers yathola igift kuleli goal leli
but ke Malandi master as I said ukuthi abawumaphanga abendana in well they had their chances but first half it wasn't much njalo kubona ukuthi basaka shis labadlali I think the difference was so much first half and second half but this is the moment here le nalamhla lo master I was there and I was very close to Spoko bemuva konke lebakusho I don't know ukuthi under the card
I think the referees sabamtargetile Spoko I remember ukuthi even nakalanga kule game lengaphelanga eHighland wathola icard
manje wahle njani benchini
no wathola yellow card wathola yellow card so itarget bo Rafael asati lane because as a coach we are saying kunentinvo lotashout not unless we are ukhokha inhlamba but kuloku kuthi inhlamba la ikhokha
manje nalapha solo still uplay the protest yakho ukuthi abathole
uyabona understand
wathuka it wasn't funny
kumanga ukuthi why ngithola le red card ngicaba ukuthi the referees bamtargeta kakhulu he was being high if khona la kusho maybe lova ngathi warning
because even fourth official akazange monisha at any point in time
ukuthi Spoko ngasi so wenda kakhulu ngidawubita Rafaela atokunike red card but kwendeka kanjalo vele anyway ebholeni but lapha wavela wathola I red card Spoko asati why
but the second half master i-Rangers I think bebathe ukuthi tawubuya iMalandi because second half bathi quick bazama ukuthola igoli lesibili balithola vele ngamri who I think he had a very very good game.
Yes. Pathiz kuleli goli lela prior nakato crosser lo mdlalo ngiyayithanda le ndlela la close ngayo the defender la close ngayo kumdlalo Rangers kodwa uclose ngetandla
and but ke ngibona ukuthi uclose but the wrong side.
Exactly ngifuna ukuta lapho one tandla number 2 wrong side because when we are playing as a right back angithi is crossing nga left you're not supposed to
when running outside inside
ngena ngale ngehla uyabona ukhona ukuthi umteklisha khona noma uvalele isikhala even the second defender there uyabona naye because if you decide to cover for your teammate i-backup sonzela phela nivalele isikhala ukuthi kubebetele cross angena le cross ekhathe boxini yakhaza ukuthi kuwa
na still nalapha mas I think the same case okaza applies kwanele the captain
yeMalandi yes
he's chasing back umhlomeli singawula sifubeni sakhe
but uyalandzela uyamyekela uyedwekase boxini so into tonke letinvo leto lesi angati mina ukuthi bokhoshin ababukela nama video nawa bahleli phasi nje babukela even ne team sebenta i-video analysis ukuthi i-defending nikhuluma ini nikhuluma nga what distance between you and the opponent ku what zone because tonke letinvo leto ukuthi nasenikule zone yenu le distance seyitaba inkulu kanganani between wena nale opponent and ngudinila ungamvumele khona ukuthi afake i-cross into tonke letinvo leto lokugcina ukuthi the players the coaches but understand
yeah principle of defending make sure ukuthi umdlalo attack in front of you at every time umbone ukuthi wendani iMalandi ke yalithola master nalayo but ke goalkeeper wayo iRangers Onyango had a very very good game I think he pulled 2 1-on-1 save point blank 1-on-1 saves lekawashaya but ke Khanyile the experience Khanyile wayo iMalandi walithola ligoli le didn't mean much at the end but at this time bongasho ukuthi iMalandi iyabuya after the goal because as I said master abawumaphanga baqala kushisa kahle second half and second half it was their game of two halves it was their game.
It was their game and nawubuka ukuthi they had numbers ekhathe boxing whenever sebafaka wona lama crosses ekhathe boxing even this one goalkeeper la inda khona isave 3 of my players eMalandi Chiefs asekhathe boxing yes it's 3 against 4 but still lo 3 it's good he should have done better he should have done better but the goalkeeper were Rangers on the day ngicabanga ukuthi beka spot on deserving man of the match if beyikhona
corner of and sort and of course it wasn't the only game lebekhona enhlangano njalo kemva kwayo it was one of the biggest games of the weekend labeka khona njalo kemva bona yalandzela kanye nayo iYoung Buffaloes emidlalweni le ama expectations beka maningi kakhulu as there has been kuma games lamanye alama team lawo kanjalo kube ngumdlalo lomnanzi sibili asesibuke ukuthi ngabe lo mdlalo wahamba kanjani njalo naloko ababethe goal take lokuthi ngabe was it interesting enough.
With just 3 games before the curtain close, football fans were treated to a clash of the heavyweights at the King Sopuza II Memorial Stadium. Babane Swallows and Young Buffaloes faced off in a quest to topple Leopard and Highlander at the top of the log. A packed King Sopuza Stadium had an expectant crowd and the hosting Swallows looked to deliver. Very much in control, chances were created in the opening stages but did not pay off. Babane Swallows were struggling to connect up front. In an intense encounter, players were attacking and defending as a unit, and tough tacklings in the middle of the park were the order of the day. Fanelo Mamba tested the keeper from a distance. In a space of 5 minutes, the referee had flashed the yellow card twice for the same offense, different culprits. That's all the action we'll see in the first half, not an impressive display in front of the chairman, Bishop Begi Lukelem. The best of the half came at the restart with young Buffaloes coming close. No one was safe as the medics also got some action from the sidelines. With chances hard to come by, Coach Mnisi resorted to a triple substitution. The same was done by Musa Manyati, introducing two of his goal poachers who have been busy on and off the field as they prepare for life after football. King Bemba was casual in front of goal, busting it over the bar. Sandile Hlatshiwago's attempt was called offside. Felix Badenhorst came close with his header safely collected by the keeper. No chance in the 90 minutes to break the deadlock, with both Swallows and Buffalo failing to find a way through the top two. With all that said, it's all to play for in the remaining games after it ended goalless in Hlangano.
Game of few chances, master, which is not something less as it was 0-0. The chances were very, very limited. But what was in abundance? Tackles were flying in and out.
But it's, you know why I predicted a draw kule game le. Vele bengipredicte ukuthi itaba too tactical, because kude lofuna kuvule ma spaces for my opponents. You see young Buffaloes very, very few chances le wathola.
My chance by Buffaloes, I think there were, but it was 10 chances.
Kakhulu. But in Mbabane Swallows, yes, they had about 3 or 4 chances la bawathola. I think Mbabane Swallows had more chances than young Buffaloes kule game le.
But nakhona, master, not even half chances.
Not clear-cut chances. Yes, not clear-cut chances. They played well. But in Kabansi njoba ngisho phathi zokuthi nawubuka young Buffaloes they had bompetha in midfield ngala imbabona Swallows Blanja Njabulo ku midfield. So ungacabanga vele Blanja ebekenda ima fouls la ku midfield. First foul la indalana.
Let me tell you something, master. Yabona the foul ya
Blanja. Yes.
Wamoni Sharafela, right? Immediately after the replay, I saw from that foul, he went on to put in a two-footed and he got a yellow card. Early in the first half.
Imagine if wathola a red card, yena Blanja, because a two-footed challenge, a straight red. Then yongele game iyashintsha kuvala esikhala ku midfield sekumele ukuthi ba sacrifice one player lo attackako bafake bavalele esikhala la ku midfield. So ngicabanga ukuthi even nema players ku such games uthola ukuthi ama tempers asetulu kakhulu.
To be fair, master, ngifuna ukuthi you're looking at Mbabane Swallows, look at the tackles. I think that's better.
Yes.
They had better. They had Skosh. And then they had Sandile in front of them. And on the other side, they had Blanja, they had Njabulo, they had Pupu. You'll expect fireworks in the midfield in terms of ball rendering. But it wasn't the case, man.
Phathizo, ngihlale ngithi mina once ngikubuka kwami nangibuka kuna Mpetha kuna Skosh, then ngale kuna 3, kuna Njabulo, kuna Blanja, kuna Pupu. Vele ukatsile ukuthi le team lena 3 la ku midfield kune creativity ngipuphu Njabulo is engineer yakhe setulu kakhulu, Blanja interceptor all the passes. Vele ukatsile ukuthi kube ngibo labathola ema chances lamaningi kakhulu. I still say if young Buffaloes bekumele ukuthi le game lena idlale kangcono, bekumele ukuthi kube na 3-man midfield, because forget about Sandile, because Sandile is not that in number 8 or uyabona. So ngicabanga ukuthi they needed ukuthi kube na Mpetha, kube na Skosh, then one more lotawudlala la midfield, then Sandile and Mazibuko ngaphambili. Yes, but nje order ngicishe ngiorder isizini ayikabe isizini lenhle for yena, but kule game le
that's okay. But what I noticed, master, lapha kakhulu ngile skhala bebashare la swing. Look, you mentioned the players that were mentioned, and this one, master, you know, good it tricking on the patlena, master. Magayishala umfle ball. I think good right into too, but it's unfortunate. Good, our camera was tight on the ball, so it's hard to see. Good, magayishala ball the player. No. You see what we're seeing now, Master. Ibhola sevele on play because these two players labazama kuyigcumela kuthi lo ayithinta.
Yes.
So now it's hard to tell ukuthi when the ball left Fugile's foot. Where was Sandile?
Yeah, but
Now lokushaya.
uma ibona isasela moyeni le run yaSandile
It's
iprove
iqhamuka
ukuthi
deep.
beka iqhamuka deep. Yes. I personally think he was onside.
Yeah.
Just that our assistant referees, they focus le bhola nasela moyeni bese sobuka lo mdlali the second last defender even nale attack.
Or watchela ukuthi bayithinthile bo one of
Oh
them.
yes, watshela ukuthi bayiflikile because thina sinenhlanhla ukuthi sesiyibona ku slow motion.
Yakhona kuyiphinda
Yena
phinda.
uyibona ucabanga ukuthi ayi uyithinzile but nakayithinzile le bhola le direction kancane iyashintsha but ayishintshanga lokusho ukuthi kude lo wayithinze lapha. Mina ngibuka nje mina he was onside bekumele ukuthi kube ligole layo iSwallows.
Yeah, I mean I cannot give an opinion because njalo ngisho to my camera was a bit tight on ayitshengisa isandile ukuthi ebeka kuphi when the action started. The game finished at 0-0. Yaphela kanjalo kude longanani lokwendeka kule game lena to talk about more other than the fouls that were coming in lapha nalapha. It was a bit physical a bit, but it's something we have come to expect kuma games la njengalanga. And a game leyaba nawe emagole and glaring misses. It was the game between Babane Highlanders lebetholana nayo Royal Leopard. Number 1 was playing number 2 khona emavusa. Sisibuka ukuthi ngabe lo mdlalo wahamba kanjani njalo kwaphana laba beyabajabulile kwaphana laba beyabakhala ukuthi le game belula bokumele siyiwine. Take a look at the highlights ubuye ungitshela ukuthi wena ngabe uva ngazothi ngiphi i-team lebengayiwina le game.
Up to 2 crucial points midweek, Mbabane Highlanders were out to right their wrongs and reclaim their spot as joint log leaders at the top of the summit when they hosted defending champions Royal Leopard at the Mavusa Sports Centre. The Mbabane Giants have not had an easy outing of late, with their last ending in a 6-goal thriller and one before that being cancelled due to heavy storms. You know what they say, you can't send a boy to do a man's job, and the Army side were out to prove just that, cementing their status as kings of Swazi football. With the stakes much higher this time around, the black and white outfits are as close as they've ever been to a trophy that has eluded them for the past 21 years. The home side were first of the starting block with a Scully's shot wide of the target. A couple of minutes later, Tony Muchacha's free header did not trouble the keeper at all. To what would be Leopard's first attempt at goal, the referee came to the rescue after Shabalala's failure to collect the ball. Highlanders were a team under pressure and one could sense the need for an early lead and were in search of the net. In quick successions, Highlanders were throwing numbers up front with the captain supported by Muchacha and Muloto. Visumuzi Vilagasi also had a quick run in with the keeper, but Ngamiso was well aware of the danger. At this point, it was a one-way stream and everything falling on Dlamini's way. The keeper had to improvise quickly and a diving header was all needed to eliminate the threat. Inkunzi were patient, building from the back, and were unlucky to have not gotten something out of Muchacha's foul inside the box. The referee signaling that football is a contact sport and that he won't be giving soft penalties. Soon after, Inkunzi were not to be denied, Lindoguhle Ntolo Fagutse placing it home easy as a Sunday morning. Five minutes later, the host almost extended their lead, but Leopards' defense were on high alert, kicking it out to the safety zone. Dlamini saw little of the ball in the opening exchange as the visitors struggled to breach Highlanders' defense. That's all the action we'll see in the first half, with Highlanders taking a much-deserved 1-0 lead at the break. Leopards attackers, who were nowhere to be seen in the first half, were in the hunt at the restart of the second half. Junior Makakula came close for the visitors, his shot blocked by Muloto. Soon after, the Mbabane Giants were awarded a penalty after a Mangoba Masego's foul on Muchacha. The K10 Sikali stepped up his shot wide off the mark, missing out on a glorious chance to take a 2-goal lead. A man who's known to have a great relationship with the net was struggling on the day, missing out on yet another chance. Inkunzi were made to rue their missed chances, Simelane punishing them from close range. The goal brought some life into the game, the wake-up call very much needed as they continued pressing forward. Simelane with yet another chance, with the woodwork coming to the rescue. Lucky escape for Inkunzi. Simelane continued being a menace up front, with Leopard playing like a team with nothing to lose. In the closing stages of the game, Simelane thought he had won the match for Leopard, only to be ruled offside. That's how the match will end, with both teams sharing the spoils.
That's how it finished the game. Lapho khona yaphela ngawe wena 1-1. Big expectation, master, building up to the game. And of course, most of Emma fans, excluding Emma fans, Emma Mbabane Highlanders, everyone was expecting a Royal Leopard win.
Yeah, kunakusaqala leliviki vele even onke ama pundits abe predict ukuthi Royal Leopard itawina. I remember met one of my friends in Mbabane Highlanders early before the game. He said, "Eish, sitemngcwabeni." I said, ngenda kube ne surprise kule game namhla, but ke uyibuka first half ima fans Mbabane Swallows aphuma ngetingane sorry Mbabane Highlanders aphuma ngetingane emavuso eta ato supporter team as always bahlale basilabelela, and ubonga Gatsa vele ukuthi kutaba ama fireworks, but I game first half yacala kahle Mbabane Highlanders be attacker kakhulu, and ama say ukuthi simnike credit Pap in the midfield, simnike credit Ndolo in the midfield. Skali should have done better there. In fact,
Skali we know
yiba selfish kancane da lapha as someone lo nemagoli amaningi kule team. Ngibani lo takublame if utawholda le bhola bengajabula le clip ebuye man.
Oh, vele ushaya straight man, ngabe uyashaya than lokufuna pass.
Simple Phathizo, buyisa ngalo left wakho ivalo uyibuyise ngekhathi kulo right wakho. Look at that, buyisa, because we are Russia Tamizulu. Buyisa le bhola uthi kancane kulo left utoyibuyisa ka right wakho, already uyaslide time. Exactly, already uyapass. Ibuyisa ngala ka right wakho lo strong bese soyakhela.
Yabona kube wayibisa 1-on-1 keep.
Exactly. Yabona,
so he's got a goal njalo kubolichaza master ku Kosafa ku Slangu. I think it was against Comoros or Mauritania. Lapho khona
Comoros.
Yeah, wathi was a sharper post with power.
Yes.
But you're looking at the highlight, master. It says first half, Highlanders. It was just Highlanders.
Highlanders. Beyithole ama chances lamaningi kakhulu. And njengoba ngisho ukuthi beyiqala la ku midfield, Papi first half waba na 8 interceptions. 8. Alone nje. 8. So ngicabanga ukuthi unga imagine ukuthi I Royal Party ku midfield they were nowhere to be found. Menzies Tole was nowhere to be found. Sfiso was nowhere to be found. Junior nowhere to be found. So ngicabanga ukuthi they did a very good job ukuthi Ndolo and Papi badlalela ku midfield and bamthola ukuthi Papi usefomini bakhona lokudlala la ku midfield.
Master at Mbabana Highlanders, I believe ukuthi Papi is their best central defensive midfield who's within the team. Penalty?
You know what, Patizo, sometimes kuba innocent as a player kuyakulimata because lapha nje some players even if Skali nje khona le penalty la bayitfolele ku some few weeks ago
The conduct.
They lala pass.
Don't take the next step.
Lala pass. Sekuthi yena waba innocent wase ngifuna ushaya that goal.
Watela ukuthi goal.
Yes, that good goal, but any touch cut a boxing, it's a penalty. But the goalkeeper Makanya made a mistake lap.
Yeah.
Made a very mistake, a very big mistake because
the celebration.
You free kick layer by shy ball uyibuyisela na cards.
Ungayibamba le bhola ukuthi nelanga emehlweni.
Okay. Kule nakhuza lena Phathizo. It's very simple because ungayikhushina kuvumelekile. Khushina le bhola ihlale lambi kwakho ubuye uyibambe. Or uvele uyiphanje ihambe or njengoba usho uyibambe. You had 3 options. 3 options.
And even the Nakuz, the second ball, I still believe you should have done better because if you're looking at the shot, it's not like it was a power shot.
Exactly. But njengoba ngisho nje ukuthi awusebenzisa isibhakela lapho usebenzisa le triangle yale tandla uyayikhushina la pass ibuyihlala la pass bekude bambudutana kakhulu uyabuya uyayibamba ibhola. There's Papi aqala yonke iplay ku midfield yayo iMbabane Highlanders. They had ama chances I defense yayo I Royal Party benama mina after ngibona indlela iMbabane Highlanders be attacker ngayo engqondweni yami ngithi coach because ngiyambona macha usebenchini Mzwandile Mabelisa siyamati ukuthi uyamdlala 6 amdlale kahle kakhulu
6 position friend.
Exactly Kokamezi Sithole ufake macha Dlamini ahamba udlala naThamizulu ku central defense uthathe Mzwandile Mabelisa adlalela ato interceptor yonke iplay yeMbabane Highlanders but coach knows he trains the team but mina ngabona ngathi bekumele ukuthi ende kanjalo second half bazama ukuthi babuye Zoro naye Sfiso Mathe bawathole
chances done better Junior lapha
in fact angaze ngambona aphasi kanjena Junior Makhakula isizini yonke beqala kumbona aphasi kule game le abe phasi kakhulu so ngicabanga ukuthi yeah, naile penalty.
And of course, yabona ukuthi le penalty idala ukuthi the defender was inside, attacker outside. Don't allow that.
Poor defending. Let's sikhuluma ngakho because once wa defender so chaser.
Yeah, and lokho chase ungakuphi.
Uchase ungakuphi. Once wa defender so chaser and naleli side lakho because lapha I left back. Umbeke ngakuphi lo mdlali. Uyabona nje la.
Exactly.
Giji into eqala uyagijima uyalela kunale bhola khona uyovimba ukuthi udefender the ball and the person yabona but uyamiyekela uyajuba ungena ngembe kwakhe which is wrong.
And I know Master say who is it, was it Machacha?
Yeah.
Or lower would start were up but Machacha was smart enough ukuthi let me get first to the ball.
Yeah.
Lona ushaya linyawo seliyabuya vele kuMachacha ushaya linyawo la Machacha but if he was inside, if it was outside umdlalo wele part but akhona ukclearisha le ball
exactly
because the ball itakuye
exactly.
You know
exactly.
Penalty.
No, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Akayithola ibhola ukhahlele umdlali.
Was late on the ball.
Late on the ball. So that's a penalty.
The penalty.
If khona labakhala
the penalty itself, Master. Skali has been reliable for Highlanders.
Yeah, penalty
penalty
wakhona ukuthi akhethe side lekahle and goalkeeper
and the height
wamlahla the height bekungiyo beyikahle everything was perfect just that nje it was too close epalini.
I want to see that penalty again before the goal Royal part if the producer can show us the penalty goal, Master, again. Could see I want to notice something, Master, could see when the penalty was taken ngibona ukuthi encroachment lapha badlali bese bagcwele ekhathi eboxini.
Yeah. But ke angaze ngakubona kwendeka la kithi retake abakunaki.
No, I think it was okay. No, it was okay.
Abakunaki but nje
let's it roll. No,
yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
No, they held their line very well.
Yeah. But it was a good penalty. Beka just that he was unlucky.
You know what they say, Pauline Master. If you not taking your chances, they will hurt you.
Pathizo kule game le yena Shaka wayingenela sebafuna kakhulu sebafuna ukuthi ashintshe le game, and luckily ke wathola ukuthi ilungelo usesekhona basengamkhokhi umdlalo khona ko understand ekhathe boxing ukuthi once my teammate asala ngiyampassela made a very good impact in Shaka.
He is very good, but la Master. That's a goal.
But ke Pathizo, yes, I know ukuthi ukhuluma ngathi bekumele kube ligol. Uyathi ukuthi umfula baketha ushaya igol lelikahle ngibani? Junior Makakula. No, Junior Makakula.
How?
Junior Makakula. Please roll it back. If had a Pasele, yes, Mzoro, a Pasele Junior Makakula, because all the players are sangena goalkeeper. Asayo crowd a goalkeeper. Umfula utaba ne clear view. There is Junior Makakula.
There is Junior, and he's calling for it.
Exactly. Pass the ball to Junior. Lapha angasikita, angenda noma ngayini. Uyabona? Perfect position yena Junior Makakula. Uyabona? But ke seyendekile ke cross yangena ekhase boxing. Same thing.
Send it back.
Uyabona?
Send it back.
That's top corner. Send it back enhla. Uyabona? Simple. Because now ufuna wena kuyiphekeletela la ibheka khona ulukhuni kakhulu. Uyabona? So ngicabanga ukuthi yawathola iRoyal Party ama chances second half just labanye bebakhuluma letinye izinto but nje ngicabanga ukuthi it's the way labe bafuna ukuthi ba finish ngayo noma bathola ngayo igol.
Phose bamosha
and ipapi ngikhuluma ukuthi wayidlala kahle le game le. If na ungayibuyisela abesaqala kugcinwa and ama-fans asaqala ba frustrated, take Papi off ufake Menzi, because Menzi mamba ukhona ebhenchini
uyakhona holder
uyabona, bring I don't know, because the assistant referee, second assistant referee male hold it right there ukombe offside.
Was it offside?
No, bekuyifoul.
Okay, foul.
But assistant referee uthi offside because wakhomba kanje
uthi offside. Kanti foul kumele akhombe direction
la yakhona. Yes. So uthi assistant referee offside, yet there was no offside.
Yadlala Master yaphela nga 1-1 game. Take a look at the table. Sibuke ukuthi ikhona into exchange yakho. I'm looking at the time sesiyasibalekela Master. Khona good ama changes la khona lapha eTulu. And besides ukuthi from 12 points sekudlalelwa 9 nyaka.
Advantage Royal Party.
Yeah. The results ivuma
la results onke lawa avuma iRoyal Party, because kude lokushintsha if kude lokushintsha iRoyal Party yachubeka ilida nga 2 points. Uyabona? So Mbabane Enders they had to beat iyona iRoyal Party kuze batokhona ukuthi balide nga 1 point, but yangakhona Mbabane Highlanders Mbabane Swallows, Young Buffaloes, one of them they had to win. But solo akashintshi lutho njengoba ngisho ukuthi advantage, because kusele 3 games advantage iRoyal Party, because if iRoyal Party it draw the next game, the 3 teams la wina la ngaphasi iyayikhanza bathi 63 so still iyamvuma iRoyal Party kancane, uyabona. But if the 3 teams lala ngaphasi kweRoyal Party are draw, iyahamba iRoyal Party. So still advantage Royal Party. And of course singakhohlwa Master ukuthi there is still that second spot for Africa team lamfuna. Let's take a look at the bottom half of the table though, Master, because we want to see the other interesting part of the log. Here it is. Yeah, kulukhuni la ngaphasi Pathizo, kulukhuni. Malandi Chiefs lost, Dinyosi lost, Tambuti won, Rangers won, Milling drew. Sundowns lost. Manen Pirates won. Onke amateam sowadaga ko safe. Yeah, kulukhuni. But for me, Monen Pirates lama wins lang 3 ngicabanga ukuthi ababhoostile the team
Kakhulu.
spirit even nangalama point because 31 ekutaba likhulu ukuthi lo le ekhathi lo pass ekugcineni in fact ngakasafika ku 9 points
Yeah.
now so 24 ngicabanga ukuthi kulukhulu kakhulu ukuthi ufike ku 31.
No justification master sengithi isikhathi ndawo buye sichubeke next week. Who's winning the league? No
Royal
justification.
Leopard
If we relegate 4 teams. Khona ama-changes la khona.
abazivetelele
Quick,
ngakho
khona ama-changes akhona kule table leyo.
abazivetele
Ngibuka isikhathi sami master ukuthi
bazivetele but
siyangbalekela.
champions Royal Leopard
I want the bottom half.
Laba relegatewako still Malandi Chiefs they are going down.
Okay. Bahamba nabani?
Tinyosi bahamba nato.
Okay. If kwehla 4 phela.
Yes. If kwehla 4 Rangers
Iyahamba.
iyahamba. Milling Hotspurs. Tambuti ita
survive.
yes.
Shanjalo master, I am not gonna interrogate him anyhow. I will just take what he says. Thank you so much for your time, master. I will see you on Thursday. Of course, mbukeli sibonge isikhathi sakho lo persona solo sibukela ubukela lona hlelo sethemba ukuthi uthokotele and of course congratulations kuye yena Timothy Chonge lo return isithi yakhe ku executive ye COSAFA the region COSAFA lapho silango siyehlala khona ukhona executive o returnile isithi yakhe as a member. Siyambongela Liswati lelinda umsebenzi omuhle ku region yonke. Kepha ke imidlalo eyibhekekile ukuthi ichubeke Thursday lapho khona isikhathi ukuthi imidlalo itaqhubeka khona sitawubuya ke lenthambama ngalo Thursday lapho khona master atabesekana Fabrice kulethela ukuthi ngabe kuhambe kanjani kuleyo midlalo. Kepha ke kwanamuhla sethemba ukuthi ulithokotele lihlelo mina and the whole sports crew and the studio crew labasebenza lona lelo hlelo sethemba ukuthi niphatheke kahle. My name is Patizum Sevi. Good night.